Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Marhaba. All are fine. I hope everything is good at your side. We are back with another episode of Voice of Emirates. This show is really amazing. It always brings the most unique and gem personalities of Emirates. And today also, I'm very excited to introduce you our prestigious guest, which is herself is an iconic personality. She is the sound of Rasul Khaima, and she is a brilliant banker and an entrepreneur and a motivational speaker, or she is all in one, very dynamic and inspiring the other woman out. But before I introduce you with her, let's go live Abu Dhabi and join our co-host Salma Al Kubaisi. Please welcome.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome everyone tonight. Welcome from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, and Happy New Year to everyone. And I'm so happy to start this year with a special guest from
Wow,
Russell.
that's great, Salma. That's a lovely introduction. And I would like to ask, what is the weather in UAE and especially Abu Dhabi? Are you having fun? What's your weather now?
The weather is, we say, Londony. It's very nice. It is quite good. It's raining from a couple of days. So we're
That's
really enjoying it.
that's amazing. I know that rain is quite precious in Abu Dhabi and
Mhm.
UAE. And these are 2 months, December, January, generally we saw the rain, and you are the lucky girl who is having these rains. And we are also in London having a lot of rain, wind, and our temperature is also very, very moderate and nice. So we are in the same mood and environment. That's good to know. So I'm going to give you the mic to introduce our guest and welcome her with us.
Tonight we have a very special, today for the rest of the world, we have a very special guest from Ras Al Khaimah. She's a member of so different places, different organization. She's an active influencer from Ras Al Khaimah. I emphasize on this, and the United Arab Emirates. I met a lot of girls specifically who got inspired by her. I would like to welcome Arif Al Falahi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Musa, for the lovely introduction, and Her Excellency Salma Al-Kbaisi for the lovely feedback about me. So thank you so much. And as you said, we are sharing the same atmosphere, the same weather, and as we call it, like الجو لندني يعني as Miss Selma said that we are sharing the same atmosphere, the same thought, the same energy, I can say the same time, and good to be connected back with the same lovely people. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be a part of your show, a part of your family, and it's always good to be connected with the people to share the knowledge, information. And as Miss Selma, she's coming from Abu Dhabi, which is the south of the United Arab Emirates. I'm coming from the north part of UAE, which is Ras Al Khaimah. So we are like connected to each other, and we are so proud being the UAE nationals representing, our city in such platform. And as I said, good to be connected back.
Welcome, Ya Arfa. I'm so excited to have you. Please give us an introduction about your career, maybe how you started, because a lot of people got the influence from your career and progress in life. We have met in different occasions, different conferences, and I really like your inspiring. Opening of any speech. You are really inspiring person. Please tell us how you progress and how you reached your I've seen that you are a member of different place organization, like as a sports also, chamber of commerce and different organization. Can you touch upon this
So as you said, Your Excellency, Ms. Salma, that I work for different organizations in Ras Al Khaimah. I work for basically 8 companies. 5 of them I work as a board of director, as a consultant for them. 2 of them appointed by the through the Amiri degree, through the ruler of Ras Al Khaimah. And I'm also a member of other 3 committees, working together in Ras Al Khaimah to ensure that we are promoting Ras Al Khaimah. We are helping each other. Few of them I work as a volunteering person, and some of them I do my actual work as a part of consultation. So as you said, I work for different sectors. I work for finance. As a banker, as a leader in banking sector. I work for government, which is RAC Chamber of Commerce, which again it takes care of the trade economy of the city of Ras Al Khaimah. I work for Emirates Club. Sports, it's basically about the sports club and the other sports. It's mentally for the children, adults, and the the teenagers when it comes to sports and the other activities when it comes to cultural part of it. So I work for the cultural associations where we promote the cultures of the United Arab Emirates, especially in Ras Al Khaimah. As you know that if you don't have your origin, which is your basic, your traditional, cultures, then you cannot promote yourself. You cannot. Is everything linked to your, origin? So we always ensure that despite of having this globalization and openness to the different cultures of the world, especially we work and we stay with more than 200 different nationalities in the UAE. So sometimes it's become quite difficult for us to to refresh ourselves with our own culture. So we work with such organization to ensure that we are promoting our cultures to our new generation, where the family sometimes they neglect to train them or to educate them about our old cultures. So it's always about that your basic. You should not you know you should not forget about your culture, but again at the same time you have to link your culture with the new things, with the new trends, with the globalization. This is how it should work. I work also with the educational sector when it comes to it's UAE Scott in the UAE, where we ensure that we are giving some good activities to our children when we engage them with the schools, with the sport clubs, with the societies. So we engage these children despite of sitting at home, and they are always engaged with the which the digital platform, like social activities and the other things. So I work also with the RAC insurance company. Again, it's about under the umbrella of RAC Bank. Again, it's banking, insurance, and the other stuff. So I work with different companies, with different committees. I'm also a chairperson for the RAC Expo, where we take care about the exhibitions in Ras Al Khaimah, the conferences in Ras Al Khaimah. So again, you promote Ras Al Khaimah through that exhibitions and activities and festivals, and I believe that the more you engage with that one, the more you promote your city through these activities, and you engage the people who are outside Ras Al Khaimah to come and enjoy such activities in Ras Al Khaimah. So we do a lot of activities on that one. Also, I'm a part of RAC SME. For the small and enterprises, and especially meant for UAE nationals who are just new as a startup and entrepreneurs, and they need some guidance, they need some support from the government, and they want to be you have that engagement with the other entities, so whether they are government or semi-government. So we are engaging them in a way that we become like an umbrella for them, so they can be engaged with the buyers, suppliers. So we do a lot of these things so we can support our UAE nationals. We are supporting the other nationalities. We are engaging the companies together so we can help Ras Al Khaimah to promote. And basically, if you think about it, that it's being engaged with these people, that with these companies, it makes my personality more stronger. I became more into networking with these people, with the whether they are seniors, they are normal, and even with the community. I became so much, it became so much easier for me to be on the ground with the people. So for me, it's all about engagement. It's all about the empowerment. And I'm quite lucky, Miss Selma, as you, that we are so much engaged with the government, and the government is supporting us by empowering us in all the fields. Like when I have been enrolled in the Emirates Sports Club, many of the people in the society, they were like shocked what the woman can do. And what we have done, that we have made the change, we have changed the mindset of the community, that the football, whether it's like the normal sports clubs, is not only meant for children, or not only meant for male. It's not male dominated organization. If you think about it smartly, you can convert those things and engage the women. And the more you engage the women, if you target the woman, you can target the children, you can target the adults, you can target the son, brothers, sisters, wife, husband. Basically, you are targeting the entire family. And this is what we have done in Emirates Sports Club, that we have formed a committee with 30 ladies, and it's the unique committee done in the UAE. It's never happened in any of the sports clubs in the UAE. So we have attempted a unique step, that we have formed a committee with 30 ladies, and out of these 30 ladies, 15 social influencers across the Ras Al Khaimah city. We have brought the journalists, we have brought the radio show anchors, we brought a lady from each government and semi-government company. Like we have a representative from RAC Chamber of Commerce, Economic Department, from RAC Aviation, from the Ministry of Health, from the government, from the human resources, which is meant to government of Ras Al Khaimah. So we ensure that we pick a lady from each government, civic government, company, and link them into this committee. What we do basically, we are engaged with the community very easily, since we are having a representative in each company. Easier to be communicated, easy to be connected. And what we do basically, we are engaged in their activities and festivals. So if they do any activity, we are the first people to come, promote, to engage, participate. And in many of the occasions, we were working with them to do the mutual activities. Like we worked for RAC Chamber of Commerce, where we have where we have used both resources for Emirates Sports Club and for the Chamber of Commerce. Whether it's resources, is the human resources, the money resources, it's like talents resources. When you add all these together from both parties, you create a magic, and the magical activity and magical event. And this is, I believe, Miss and Your Excellency, Miss Selma, I believe last time you have attended one of the conferences, and you have realized that it's not about only the quantity we have thought about. We have thought about the quality of the attendances. Like, we brought the leaders from each company, from each city. We brought people from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Ajman. We engaged those talents, those leaders, those minds, in that conferences. And what we have done basically, in 2 hours, very easily, the people got engaged. Those leaders got engaged. And what you do when you do such when you do such activity, you engage the talents, you engage the leaders to see each other. Because in many of the activities and and conferences, what happened, if you bring normal people and you bring only leaders to be as speakers, you don't see good networking. But what we have made, and we have assured that whoever comes to our conferences, they have good connection, they go out with good network, and they get businesses out of that. Because at the end of the day, such network will result in some good activities for both parties. So if you think about what made my personality so different, if you think about it's different from our colleagues, it's maybe because I'm engaged in so many activities, so many companies. I work with, the leaders, with managers, with different talents, different nationalities, different backgrounds, different sectors, and I work day and night with them. By the way, so if you work with 8 companies, And it's not only on the ground, you work with them on the ground, on the phone, digitally. You try to be connected. It's all about the connection. So I believe by the time you get learn something, your personality get changed, you become more stronger, you have confidence. And why you have all these things? Because you have good connection. So while you are creating good connections, you will have your self confidence on yourself that, okay, you need me to be a part of that task. You want me to be as successful in that task? Yes, I can do it because I have good connection and I have good minds to go and consult, and ask for their consultation. So these are the things. And sometimes you don't have to invest so much of money, time, or you put a lot of effort because you have good resources around you. And especially when I have formed this committee, which is the ambassadors of Emirates clubs, which is 30 women of Ras Al Khaimah, I ensure that I get the best talents of Ras Al Khaimah and to that committee, so we can have the pool of talents, the pool of energies from all these ladies. And since everyone has a different background, so if they sit together, they create magic. And we sometimes, because we can be like a bomb, by the way. So it's all about how you think smartly, strategically. Because if you think very smartly in how to connect the right people with the right organization, with the right activity, believe me, you create magic in a very less effort. And I will tell you something, Miss Selma. If you talk about Arifa 20 years back, it was quite difficult for me to be engaged with the market, with the society, because I'm coming from a society which is almost conservative. They never like women to work in the mixed environment. They don't want me to work in the male dominated environment. I'm sure the same with the other cities, or the same with the other countries, and some of the countries where women used to be having only certain job to be done. So, but today, I believe with the changes and the trends that we can see, it's quite easy for women to be empowered, to work in different companies, to work with male. For me, if 20 years back, it was quite difficult for me to talk to a man and to a stranger, whether it's through, even if I go to the shop, if I go to the mall, or if I go to the, even at my workplace, it was quite weird to see women, or especially a national lady, to speak to a male person. But today, it's quite easy. We are so easy going with talking to male friends, colleagues, because the society is accepting such thing. But 20 years back, it was so difficult for us to be even engaged in certain roles and certain activities. So this is when we call about Arifa. That's a basic summary about me.
That's
At the
amazing.
end, I have a question, like when comparing 20 years ago and today, what
Right.
was the shift and how did you overcome this challenge, and what maybe motivate you to be here?
Yes. So, Ms. Salma, when I started 20 years back working in a male-dominated organization, which is banking, so I was like, it was quite weird for them to see a woman working in a bank, not talking to males. So for me, it was like having a lack of confidence in how I can go and speak to men, whether they are my leaders, whether they are my colleagues, whether they are my customers. But for me, I believe it was quite different compared to my colleagues. I was having strong personality from the beginning, and I was so like I was having that strong belief in myself. I said, no matter to whom I talk, if I don't do anything wrong, which abuse my culture, with my identity, being a woman, I feel I'm doing something right, right? Like it's no harm if I talk to a male and I'm keeping my, limitation,
Hmm.
because I work as a leader in a bank. When I joined like HSBC Bank at that time, I was a department manager. And I was a very young at that time. So for me, I have to be connected with males, and all my customers are males. So it was not easy for me to be, a shy lady who are not engaged, because at the end of the day, what makes you different from others is your communication and your engagement. So this was the thing, that initially I was having that lack of confidence, whether I'm gonna, connected with the other part, which is the male dominated organization, and whether I will be successful leader, because again, I wanted to not to be a normal person. I wanted to, I was so passionate. I wanted to do something different. And and when I became the first UAE national Ras Al Khaimah to become a bank manager, it was something very weird for the society, that how come a lady in such organization, she's gonna give a financial consultations to a male person, or to a customer who's male, who never believed in a woman talent, and never believed that the woman can be a decision maker in that field. Because because if you look around at that time, they were the all males who were having that position. And for male to give his, financial, and to discuss his financial needs with the woman, it used to be a little awkward and weird for them. They don't want to discuss such, they see it as very negative, because the man will never show his weaknesses, whether it comes in any part of the things in his life, especially when it comes to finance. He will never say to women that I have a lack of money, or I'm struggling with my finance. He would never discuss these things with the women. He always believed he's the man, he's the powerful person. And, that was the mindset at that time. But I believe that after 6 months of my role, the people who were, having the resistance to come and ask for my advices, they started bringing their family members, their friends, their colleagues, saying that if you want any financial, consultation advices, yes, please go to Arifa. So I have changed the mindset of the males of that area. And I believe that whatever you do something which makes sense. And if you believe in what you are doing, believe me, you can create magic. So the not accepting the woman role in that area, then after getting engaged with me, and and they have seen the changes, they have seen the impact of having a woman in such role, how that helped them, how that it was easy. And again, that I was not abusing my identity. I was wearing my abaya, my kandura, everything. I was talking to them in a very respectful, way. And again, it was an open area. It's everything, like everything viewed by everyone. So I was respected, started being accepted by the community, respected by the people. And again, the trust, the people, they started trusting women. So that was one of the struggling thing. Am I gonna change the people mindset, which initially in the beginning I was struggling. I'm not struggling too much, because I believed in myself that it's all about your personality, how you are going to engage people, and how you are going to, let them trust in you. It's all about how you talk to the people, and again, it's about their impact. Did you help them? Did they move with the satisfaction? Is your customer satisfied after meeting you? That's all about the woman empowerment. Even in the society, when I started, engaging with the society, with the social activities, responsibilities, engaging in, the festivals, activities, and with the companies, many of the people, they say, oh, she's UAE national, and, she act like a man. I don't act like a man. I am a woman, but I'm empowered. I am also a good as man to be, to give the strategic opinion. I can give you good advices. I can be engaged with your activities, but I'm not changing anything on my body and myself. I'm still woman. But at the end of the day, what you see as a result, right? So again, people, they started believing that women can be a leader. It's not only for men, right? So that was the movement and changes. Maybe I was so lucky to take that step in the beginning, to become very strong and change the mindset. I was not caring in the beginning how people will react when they see Arifa in such positions. I don't, I don't want even to know how they react if they will see only Arifa between men. And if you do any conference and activity, you will see all leaders are male except Arifa. Believe me, I used to be very proud that I am the first person who made the impression, and I made the change at that time. So, and believe me, similarly, there are few ladies in Ras Al Khaimah who got that guts and step to ensure that they are, giving their opinions, they are raising their voice in a very polite and a very, respectful way, and they are trying to be engaged and compete the male. It's not easy to compete the male where, everyone is male, around you, and you're the only female. It wasn't easy, by the way. Now it's quite easy to see, it's like a balance. You can see the quite balance today, but at that time there was no balance, by the way. If you look around, the woman used to have a very basic job, responsibility, and they were in a very junior level of jobs. But today she is leader. She is competing the man and the many of the, leadership positions. So, and I believe that this helped us a lot when the government leaders, they have changed the mindset of the society. They have taken the step where they educate, the people and the market and the, the leaders of the companies, that women can add maybe equal or more value to your organizations. And we are having, like recently, I believe in 2015, we had that, the council where they ensured that there is a balance between a man and woman in many of the organizations of the UAE. So we are balancing. Like if you see the federal council, I believe for the last 4 years, they have changed the percentage of women engagement in that, or hiring the woman as 50% as equal to women, to male. So if they hire 40 federal council members, so 20 persons are ladies and 20 are males. So the balance has been created, and I believe that whenever you look around, you will see that the women equally treated with respect, with the trust that she can equally give, to the organization and to any of the activities. I believe women today, even at home, I believe you believe in a woman, how she run the home. She run it, she is like a boss at home. She run it with the finance, she, guiding the children and the family. She is like a real boss. And why not? If she can be good at home, I'm sure she can be at work too. So these are the mindset is changing. It wasn't easy for me. Yes, it was like, some of the people, they used to reluctant, hesitate to deal with Arifa, because Arifa has a strong personality, but she's female. However, it's easier for a man to deal with a man, and for them to meet a man is quite easier from meeting a woman coming to her office. It was quite, weird few years back, but I believe for the last maybe 10 years in Ras Al Khaimah, especially I'm talking about Ras Al Khaimah, where it used to be very, very conservative. Now I believe the acceptance of the society, having the woman in all roles, that it's become a normal. I don't think today women can get any challenges to be in any of the role or any of the organization, where it used to be like, 1 or 2 decades back, it used to be a very difficult and challenging for not only, I believe, in Ras Al Khaimah. It was quite difficult for her in the UAE. But today I believe that, things has been changed, mindset has been changed. It's quite easier for us. So if you look around, even if you talk about, the driving license, like if I took it 20 years back, it used to be, not accepted by the society that women drive a car.
True.
Today, I believe all our children, all our females, sorry, your wife, your daughter, your mother, they are driving. There is no problem. Similarly to Saudi Arabia, if you think about like years back, it used to be banned. Now it's open for them. So it became like the same for our society. Something like was, no. It's about, changing the norms. Like you're having some culture and norms that you used to follow, and suddenly you are changing that. It's quite difficult to be accepted by the society, at least for a few years. Then it becomes something like normal. Whenever you come with something that new, like you never used to happen it before, you get like resistant from the community from the beginning. Then it
Yes.
becomes like a part of the life. It became like a routine. So
Mm.
now everything is normal. So Miss Her Excellency Selma, I hope that I I gave you the proper feedback for your question.
Of course, of course. I would like to take your insight, your advice. Wallahi, to be honest, like I'm thinking about the driving license now. Before the everyone, I mean, even the girls reach before they reach 18, they start to go to the practicing, and they just want to reach 18 and be immediately on the driving wheel. Yeah, I want your advice for the youth, the future ladies, the future leaders, ladies leaders.
See, I want to tell what made Arifa successful. It's her courage, trust, confidence, and learning new stuff. And I never dependent on any of the wasta, the like because I'm having good connection, or because of my father name, or because wallah I'm having a UAE passport. No, I'm working in a certain, in a certain environment where I'm not being differentiated between myself being a UAE national and other nationalities. What makes us different is our quality of work and results. So I just want to give the advice for the youth of the and the leaders of future that never give up, study, learn, plus give your best, because never depend on your passport saying that, oh, I'm a UAE national, I will get my job or I will get my promotion. No, you have to be enrolled and participate in different sectors. Work a little hard in the beginning so you get the fruits at the end of the day. So I worked hard for last 20 years. So whatever you see on myself today is because of the fruits I'm getting today for my efforts of last 20 years. It's not about I just got my jobs, a few years back, and I'm getting the results now. It took for me 20 years to become Arif al-Falahi who is today. And I never depended on my family, not in their money, not in their name. I depended on myself. So wherever I go, I want to show to those different nationalities and even to UAE nationals, if you want to be a successful person, if you want to be a different, and you have different positive impact, you have to do something unique. Let your family, your community, your children, your leaders, the leaders of the UAE to be proud of you. See, our government, they work so hard for us. We are having free education, free health, free houses. We are getting everything from the government. But what we have to do today, after certain years of life, after getting proper education and work in the beginning of our career, it's what next, what we are gonna give to the community, what we are gonna give to the government. And what Arifa is doing today, it's I'm giving back to my country, I'm giving back to my community. And as I said in the beginning, that of the conference, saying that I'm working in half of the companies as a volunteer, because I think that my responsibility that to give back to the community. I know I'm not gonna give, you know, um, similar to what government gave me. I know the government gave me a lot of good things, but I can give at least little. If every person, every UAE national, every leaders of future, if they give a little of their time, of their, if they invest their money to do something for the community, believe me, that collective effort will make a big impact to the country. So I feel that we are having great leaders. We are staying in a great, country. We have to say Alhamdulillah. We have to thank God that we have a great visionary people in this country who are giving us the guidance, who are giving us the proper education, but how we are gonna utilize those things. how I'm gonna be an important person when I work, how I will be an important person when I communicate with the community. Am I helping people? Am I helping the companies? Am I helping the companies to grow? Am I helping the government to grow? It's all about what I'm making difference, what I'm giving back. So if I believe that everyone will think about to be, like today our country, it's in the top of the walls, right? If you think about UAE, we are making big impact, which is everyone talk about us. It's because of our leaders, right? So what will make us like what will make our family proud of us, like, unless we do some great impacts, whether in a community or we do at work. I believe that we have to start working hard, because what I think that, even our children, they are too much depending on their family monies, on their families. And because they are getting, like, everything is ready for them. If I want food, I click on my mobile, I'm getting food, right? If I want to reach certain destination, I have my car. The life is so easy. But how we are gonna sustain and continue having that, lavish lifestyle? How I want to be as good as the minister, as good as the ambassador, as good as the, the high quality standard people in the society? I have to work very hard, because they work so hard to reach that level of position. I have to work very hard in the beginning. It takes for me, maybe for everyone, minimum 5 to 10 years to reach that level, so we can start enjoying our life. The people who start enjoying the life from the day one from work, I believe they don't enjoy their life, because they will be automatically in debt. Because once I get my first salary, I go and buy a car of 300,000, 400,000. But this is a big amount. So you are, from the beginning, you started your life with debt. You didn't start your life with saving money. So you want to live the style of others. You should not live the life of others. You should live the life of yours. However, you should have long-term plan. If I want like a car of 300,000, 500,000, then I have to do a plan that I have to save my money for 2 years or 3 years, so I can get that lavish lifestyle. If I want a house which is worth 2 million, 3 million dirhams, then you know what? I have to save my money. I have to do something where, I have to work a little hard for 5 years, so I can accommodate such, house or villa at, in my life. So what happens recently, that especially when I am in a banking sector, and I am very much connected to UAE nationals. What I feel that they are so much easy with life, because everything is ready for them. I want, and what I have realized, that they go into debt before they go and for saving. But what I feel, that their life will be much better and much healthier. By the way, it becomes much healthier, because if you are in debt, you will have a lot of issues. You will have, you know, uh, it affect your feeling, it affect your relations with your family members, and especially if they are married with their wives, so their life will become all in debt, tension. However, the smart people, which I really saw some of them, what they do, they save money, and they know how to invest their money, how to utilize it very wisely. And they think that, why I should have a car of 500,000? Why I don't have a car of 200,000 today? And after a few years, I'll take a car of 500,000. So I believe such people, they made good money in life. They have, good standard life. They don't have issues. They are financially stable, and they have family stability. It's connected all together. And when you are having family stability, you don't have issue at work, because you don't think too much about your family matters, and that results in your focus at work. And then again, you have positive results at your, with your employers. So I believe that everything is connected. I want the future leaders to think about what I'm going to do different, how I'm going to save money, how I'm going to utilize my time, money, knowledge, and again, how I'm going to be volunteering my time to support the community and society. Because the more you help, the more you get benefit. It's not about just getting monetary benefit. It's, by the way, sometimes the connection gives you, gives you a great impact in life. What made Arifa successful, it's all about her volunteering job, being on the, on the ground, talking to people, having good network, and such things, make people around me, you know, well aware about Arifa personality, and they are the one who promote me. By the way, you will never see me promoting myself. You will see people who are promoting Arifa, the community who is promoting Arifa. That's why I never, for the last 20 years, I never knocked the door of any of the organizations for the job. Whatever I got through the nomination, you know. So this is what you create the impact. Believe me, if not today, by tomorrow, you get that back. People, they don't understand it, but I believe in it. And once I believe in it, I feel I'm getting things around me. I'm successful because of such thing. And that's all about the belief. You work, believe in things, and believe in the results come. So it's about how you are selling yourself. For me, I sell myself through the activities, through the, the engagement with people, and through my results of work. Because at the end of the day, it's not about only engagement. What you are making difference? Are you making impact? Is there any, monetary and non-monetary impact? Is there monetary and non-monetary, benefits? It's people are getting benefit around us. It's the companies are getting, benefit around us. It's all about the effect, how that you are creating. So my advice to everyone: never get regret when you give and you put your effort on something, because if not today, after a while you will get returned back. Plus, ensure that you are shaping yourself, shaping your skills. Get, proper training coach by, proper mentors in the market. It's good sometimes to be connected with leaders, by the way, because they are wise people. They know, because they went through experiences, and these people can give me a very wise, feedback and decision. So for me, I think sometimes I get good I give good decisions because I'm also connected with people. If I got stuck on something, I pick up a call and get their feedback. So these are the things, like good connection, good you know knowledge. I also ensure that every time I learn something, and I also ensure that I have new connections, new people in my life, because here where you have new bloods, new ideas, new energies. And one piece of advice again: never ever have connections or talk to negative people. I never talk to negative people, and I don't get connected with these people, because the negative people, they will never give me a proper advice, and they are the people who let me down. The positive people, they always see the opportunities and the obstacles, right? See, so these people, they always give me proper advice. They might give me a good advice which benefit me, and these are people, they know that the success comes in the obstacles, or from or through the obstacles. So I always believe that get the right people, positive people around you. Avoid the negativity, negative environment, negative people, negative bosses. For me, wherever I join an organization, I always ask, who's my boss? I never ask about the organization name, by the way. Who is my boss? How is his character? Because that person, he's the one who will guide me. He's the one who will make me successful. He's the one who will support me through my, career journey. So I always believe that the right manager is the most important than the name of the organization. He's the one who will take me to the success. He's the one who will make me, the star of the organization. And this is what I do, basically, getting the right people in my life.
That's amazing. I guess so insightful. And the people always in London ask me how an Emirati woman think, how she does, what she eat, and what's their mindset. Are they so blessed that are they willing to work hard or not? These kind of questions I always encounter. And in today your conversation, I felt that you have comprehensively covered that if a woman really want to transform herself from a young youth to a successful leader, what are the steps she has to take, what kind of personality she should adopt, how she can stay positive, and how she can stay away from the negativity, how they can sacrifice their comfort zones, and they can come in the life with full focus and devotion, where the country is giving the full opportunities to grow, how they can get educated, how they get into workplace. There is a lot you shared and impart today with our audience. I want to thank you for such an insightful discussion. And you are really the voice of Emirates, and you are the beauty of Rasul Khaimah. We are proud on you, and we are proud on Her Excellency Salma also, in a way that she is just like you, same profile, same struggle, a woman who was in technology alone. You are a woman in banking and financial sector. You, both of you, are the real change initiators. Actually, all the youth should look at you, and they should first see you for a few minutes, and they should make themselves realize that these are the sacrifices, hard efforts, commitments, and durability of thoughts that leads us a pathway that we are getting everything now as an easy coming to the youth. So with this, I want to thank you for joining us today. I'm looking forward to see you in our next programs.
Thank you so much, Dr. Musa, and thank you, Your Excellency Salma Al-Gbaisi. See you soon, inshallah, in our coming, conferences, and it will be ongoing conferences, inshallah. Thank you for such platform to, to engage the UAE nationals, especially the females of us. It's quite good that we share our information, and quite good that we share our information with the different nationalities, where they still have the old idea about the women. And we, inshallah, through your platform, we are gonna change the mindset that the UAE national ladies, they do make good differences, and by the way, they are a part of the success of the country, and they are sharing the success with her colleagues, male colleagues. And I believe that you are also one of the supporters to a woman, having conferences where you empower and you talk about the leadership of women. So we are so blessed that we live in a planet that there are people, especially male, who believe in the talent, and they trust on the woman, and they engage us. And in your words, not easy to engage the woman, and in a male planet, saying that we are sharing the same success, the same stories, the same thoughts. And I believe that if we continue doing that, I'm sure that the woman will be a great part of the success of any of the organizations in the world, because the woman is so respected, so much talented. And if you give her the trust, she will give you her best, because this is the beauty of a woman. Give her just the trust. She will give you her heart, her mind, her money, her time. She will spend anything to ensure that she is giving you the thing that satisfy your, you know, giving you that level of satisfaction. So, inshallah, that in future we will ensure that we continue giving you the same, level of satisfaction. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very
Thank you
Thank
much.
so
you, Mr.
much.
Imtiaz, who is in the backstage, who is helping us with this conference. So thank
That's
you so much.
all the backstage staff. Always, I appreciate their effort. I appreciate Her Excellency Salma to join us live from Abu Dhabi, and Her Excellency Arfa from Rasul Khaimah. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the end of our show. I want to thank you, everyone, for watching us and giving us enough motivation to invite these ladies who are the sound and voice of United Arab Emirates. These are the women that we need to learn, we need to follow, we need to get their guidance. They have changed the status of a woman from kitchen or a home to a woman in leadership. And as we all know, that the first woman in Islam, Khadija, who was the wife of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was a business lady. I'm not sure there where things get wrong and where people start putting women in the kitchen, and they felt that she is only for the cooking and cleaning and washing. But now the men and women together has recognized that women has capabilities that need to be utilized. We need female pilots, we need female engineers, we need female doctors, we need female entrepreneurs, and we need a financially important, the most important, financially independent, strong woman who can raise the kid with the highest standard of the quality and the ethics, and which is these women who are the leaders in United Arab Emirates are inspiring the whole world, and we are very blessed to have them in our show with this commitment that woman is the most precious asset, and we have to educate women for free. We have to give them a health care for free. We have to give a world which they start loving, and we have to give them a support where they start contributing to the society. Together we can build a better world. With this, take care of yourself and the people around you. I'll see you in the next show with our new guest. Till then, take care. Goodbye.